stern critics of Muhammadu Buhari-led government have died in the last 8 months. Four stern critics of the Muhammadu Buhari government have died in the last 8 months. They include the Second Republic lawmaker and popular government critics Dr. Junaid Mohammed, who died on February 18, 2021. In 2015, Mohammed, who trained as a medical doctor, began to take on the Buhari-led government. He had in 2016 accused the president of running a government that is based purely on nepotism rather than merit. The deceased was one of the first Nigerians who stated publicly that the president's nephew, Manam Daura, had become the most influential man in Nigeria. He had said the most influential person in presidency today is one Manam Daura, who, as you know, is a nephew of the president. His father was Buhari's elder brother. In addition, Manam Daura was the one who single-handedly brought up Abba Kyari, the current chief of staff to the president. In fact, Abba Kyari knows Naman Daura more than he knows his own father. Next, the personal assistant to Buhari himself is the son of Manam Daura. Next is what they all scope state chief of protocol, and is also a son-in-law to Manam Daura because he is married to Maman Daura's daughter. Next, the minister the unilaterally chose against the interests of the party and against the wish of Sokoto people happens to be the daughter of the younger sister of Man Daura's wife. Both of them are daughters of Sultan Dasuki, who was sacked by General Abacha. We have the aide de camp to Buhari himself, Colonel Abubakar. He is married to the granddaughter of one of Buhari's elder sisters. Next, we have the woman who represents Kaduna in the Federal Executive Council. She is a cousin to Kaduna State Governor Nas El-Rufai. It is well known that El-Rufai is one of the closest governors of the Muhammadu Buhari. Next, we have the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, the Minister of the FCT. Is the man called Musa Bello, who used to be the managing director of the Northern Nigeria Development Corporation, which used to be the biggest holding company that belongs to all northern states. His only qualification to be FCT minister is the fact that his father has been Buhari's friend over the years. Now, there is a young man called Sabiu Yusuf, nicknamed Tunde, probably because of the late General Tunde Idiagbon. He is another PA to President Muhammadu Buhari. He is also a grandson of another sister of Buhari. This is enough to prove that this is a shamelessly the worst form of nepotism in the history of government in Nigeria. In fact, in the history of Africa, let me make bold to assert that I have never seen any level of nepotism that has equated or surpassed this in my entire life. I am now in my 67th year. Another thing I also want you to know is that Amina Zakari, who was and still a national commissioner in the Independent National Electoral Commission INEC, representing the entire 7 states in the northwest, is being claimed that Buhari knows nothing about her appointment before he became president. It is a lie. When President Goodluck Jonathan was reorganizing the INEC and he was bringing in Professor Atairu Jega, he reached out to Buhari and asked Buhari to nominate somebody from the Northwest so that that person would be a national commissioner of all the people in the Northwest. Buhari decided to nominate his own niece, the daughter of his elder sister Amina Zakari. She has been there when Jega left. Buhari was determined to make her chairman. It was because of the massive backlash that he dropped the idea like hot potato. As we are talking today, that woman is a national commissioner, which means she is one of the principal election umpires. Throughout my reading of history, political science, and social science generally, I have never heard of any dictator or any tyrant under any system of government, whether totalitarian or fascist, appointing his own needs to conduct election in which he was either a party or going to be a party to Buhari. Buhari has done that. The immediate younger brother to Amina Zakari is currently the Minister for Water Resource, representing Jigawa State in the same Buhari's government. In addition, even though they are from Kazaure. Kazaure is contagious to Daura. The elder sister of both of them is now the Commissioner for Education in the All Progressive Congress APC government in Jigawa State. If this is not nepotism, then I don't know what is nepotism. And nobody who has the guts, the brutal arrogance to appoint this relation, not bothering about public opinion, about the sense of justice, about competence, then you can see that he has a very serious question to answer. There are two mysterious cases. A few months later, on April 3rd, the death of Inka Odumakin, a human rights activist and critic of the Buhari-led government, was announced. Odumakin played a key role in the National Democratic Coalition (NADECO) that fought the regime of General Sani Abacha after the annulment of the June 12, 1993 election. He was also one of the spokespersons of the Southern Middle Belt Leaders Forum, the body representing ethnic nationalities in the Southwest, South-South, Southeast, and the Middle Belt. Odumakin, who was married to another activist, Dr. Joe Odumakin, was one of the strongest critics of the present government. He constantly took on the Buhari-led government over alleged partialities and favorism in appointment into various offices. His voice was also very loud in condemning the activities of killer herdsmen in Yoruba land. Shortly before his death, he warned the Nigerian government against arresting a Yoruba Nation activist, Sunday Igboho, for issuing a quit notice to the Fulani herdsmen in Ibarapa, Oyo State, and subsequently ejecting the Sarkin Fulani in Iganga, or is it Iganga? Another vocal voice against the current administration, Barrister Olusegun Bangboshi, National Coordinator concerned Advocates for Good Governance, died on September 18. Bangboshi is one of the last statements he released before his death told President Buhari to stop sleeping and holding meetings at midnight to tackle the nation's deteriorating security situation. Making reference to the recent attack on the Nigeria Defense Academy (NDA), which was carried out around 1 a.m., he said it was obvious bandits do not sleep, wondering why Nigerian leaders should sleep comfortably while the country is on fire. He said the bandit attack on NDA, one of Nigeria's strongest security units, has shown that the criminals have no atom of respect or fear for the Nigerian military. The senior lawyer further pointed out that due to his constant warning with no accompanying action, the bandits now have no atom of regard for the president. In April 2021, the deceased also questioned the morality of Buhari to remain at the presidential villa. Bangboshi claimed Nigeria committed a great blunder electing Buhari in 2015, but also repeated the mistake in 2019 cannot be forgiven. Exactly 2 days after Bangboshi died, a former deputy governor to the Central Bank of Nigeria, Dr. Obadiah Mailafia, was pronounced dead. The former deputy governor, who was the presidential candidate of the African Democratic Congress in the 2019 election, was a non-government critic and had advocated for public sector and exchange rate reform. Mailafia had, during a radio program, alleged that repentant Boko Haram members had revealed to him that a seven northern governor was a commander of the terrorist group. Bandits name one northern governor as Boko Haram commander in Nigeria. Former CBN Deputy Governor Milafia early in September, he described the alleged Fulanization of Nigeria as real, just as he disclosed that there was ongoing plot by Buhari's administration to foist an alleged Fulani and Islamic agenda on Nigeria. Milafia had said the kind of Islam that is coming from Sahara is dangerous. They want to take over your land and enslave you. Christians must rise to protect it. They want to take over your land and enslave you. In the northeast alone, more than 3,000 churches have been destroyed, more than 400 priests and pastors have been killed. Last year, the Khan Christian Association of Nigeria, chairman of Adamawa, was beheaded. Even after a ransom was paid, he has been told that they are so-called bandits who should not be called bandits because bandits do not bring down military aircraft. No bandit has the capacity to bring down military aircraft. No bandit has the power to attack Nigeria Defense Academy, which is premier institution for the training of armed force. No bandit has the capacity to do that. Only terrorists have the capacity to do it. We are being told that these terrorists are part of insurgency because they did this kidnapping to raise money in order to fund their insurgency. Melafia was born on December 24, 1956 in the Sanga local government area of Kaduna State. He later graduated to top of his class at Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria in 1978 with a BSc. Melafia was appointed Deputy Governor of CBN in 2005 from the African Development Bank AFDB, where he served as the chief economist responsible for strategy planning and corporate reporting. Well, I don't have much to say about this. You can go to the comment section and share your take on this.